Good morning, and good news is we've got our piece. It's the guide. Put it on a second. I did want to kind of mention something. One thing that I like to, it's a good practice I think is good, and I would like to share it with you guys, is the art of mobility while you're working on different things, because this is a long project, so I've had to jump to various other things, and sometimes when I'm waiting for parts here, etc. So in order not to get confused, not to get stuff mixed up, this is the cart that holds all the parts for this car. This is the table that... Let's try that again. This is the table that holds all the excess parts. This is where I was like doing all the work on it. My toolbox, my tool cart, still clean. All the tools in their proper spots, and everything is looking good. And yes, there's a socket here, just a little tab thing's broke, so it always falls down whenever I move it. So, this way, if somebody needs something, or they need me to work on something else while I'm waiting for parts or something else, tool cart's ready to go. Just move on over, work on something, come back. Everything else is still where I left it. So, if you have that kind of space and that kind of availability, I highly recommend it. It's been working really well for me. So, we'll continue on and I'll let you know what happens next. Alright, so, everybody's talked about how these chain tensioners fail. Here is the two chain tensioners. This is the old one that failed. It has this little clip. I believe I showed it to you in a previous video, that it's basically got like a little... It's like a part of a gear that interfaces with these. This is the new one, and it is entirely different. So they redesigned it, and hopefully we have a lot better results. It seems a little bit beefier, and this surrounding piece here, I don't know what that spring does. That like spring clip, I think it might let it ratchet out, and then this probably prevents it from going down. Actually, the spring clip probably, I see how it does it. This spring clip will ratchet over the ribs, and it will push out, but it will prevent it from coming back with that spring clip. It's basically a more robust version of this, which, as long as it works, it works. That's all. So thanks for watching. Alright, I want to show you where the timing marks are on this CCT motor. So, let me grab the camera properly. We got discolored mark, or discolored chain. Then there's a notch right here in the cam. Over here, discolored chain. Notch here at the top. You can see a little bit better at the back here. I hope it's coming through okay. Then, on the bottom, we have notch. There, we got notch right there. Then discolored chain. So these are all lined up. On the balancer, it's the same way. You got discolored chain, notch. There's a dot, a notch right there, discolored chain, and also a notch right here, discolored chain. This interfaces with this. There's two dots on this one. You can't see anymore because the chain's in the way, but there's two dots on the top of this, on this gear teeth, and there's one dot on the back gear of this thing there. So, balancer's all lined up. The water pump, or oil pump, which is that front chain here, is not timed, so doesn't particularly need any notches, or, you know, discolored chains. So we have everything else timed up. We got the tensioner installed, don't have it pulled yet. I want to make sure I get everything torqued before I release the beasts, and then we will be great. So, thank you for watching that. So, I just wanted to do a little video about how the chains look when they move. I think it looks pretty damn cool. Seeing all the gears, oops, bunk. So, you got water pump slash balance shaft, water pump shaft, balance shaft, crankshaft, oil pump, and then you go up to the top and we'll have the cams and stuff like that. We got the new redesigned tensioner, as I already showed you, and we have the balance shaft tensioner. Both of these are oil pump driven, or oil pressure driven. So that's the thing. And then up at the top, we have all this installed. This is left-hand threaded bolt in here, so be careful if you're messing with that. You got to use the special tool to get that out. It basically looks like a caliper installer. caliper, not installer, but a caliper brake pedal depressor, or brake piston depressor. And we got chains up here, and so this is a part of the basically variable valve timing stuff. So now it's time to start putting it all back together, putting all the timing chain stuff back together, put the mount back on, and then we're going to do the water pump, and because the water pump has been known to fail, so we're just going to go ahead and change it, because all I got to do is take out 6 bolts and bam, we're done. Already got the coolant out, already got everything done, and it's just, at this point, it's just a preventative maintenance issue. And, yeah, put everything back together and we'll be starting to look good, Alright, so what you're looking at here is the drive belt tensioner, and how that is installed is this. This is the entire drive belt tensioner. You can see you get it, there's a bolt on the other end that you have to get out, and you have to lock this in or else it's going to be a nightmare to get out, because it'll be butted up against the that. In order to get it all the way out, you do need to take the engine mount off and lower the motor. So if you ever have to replace this, preferably don't. It goes in here. When you go to put it back in, you're just probably going to have to tap it in a little further. And then the other side, where it bolts in, is right back here. Right there. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's back there. You'll see a little bolt, and you'll be able to take that bolt out and then just basically pry on it and wiggle it until it comes out. So just thought I'd let you know. Let's take a check up on the Tiguan. Here we are. We've got high pressure fuel pump on, all that's bolted down, the exhaust is on. The exhaust was a complete pain in the ass. Don't ever do this exhaust. It's really, really annoying. It's possible, but it's really hard. I don't want to say really hard, it's really tedious. It's doable though. We're almost there. I'm waiting on a couple gaskets to get here tomorrow to finish up the top end, and hopefully we'll be done in just a couple of hours tomorrow. And then I don't know what else is on the docket, so be prepared for some random excitement tomorrow, random videos of the sort. And that is it for me today. Also, tomorrow is Rogue One. I'm going to go see that at 7 o'clock with my oldest son, so I apologize. I'm going to hopefully find something or make some sort of content to put up tomorrow, but if I do not, please don't shoot me. It's Rogue One. It's Star Wars. I love Star Wars. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.